News in the Bronx, firefighters working this morning to put out a raging fire that started in a vacant home on East 143rd Street, then spread to other homes nearby. Eyewitness News reporter Candace McCowan is live at the scene in the Mott Haven section with the breaking details. Good morning, Candace.
Shirley, good morning. We're waiting to get an official update from FDNY, but they're telling us that there were 4 different buildings that were impacted by this. I want to show you the scene because you see they have the ladder trucks here. They're still putting water on this, and there's even still some flames that are burning at this time. But they believe that they have this contained to these 4 buildings. Again, this started at 420 East 143rd earlier this morning around 3 o'clock. And then it spread to several other addresses. So we're understanding that it spread to 416, 418, and 422. All of those buildings were impacted by this fire, and several of them collapsing. People telling us that they smelled the smoke. Obviously, the weather was super pleasant last night. They had their windows open, smelled the smoke, saw the sky glowing, and ran outside of their homes to find these buildings on fire and say that it was quite a sight once they got outside. Thankfully, it doesn't appear that anyone actually lived in these homes. We know for sure that 3 of the 4 are vacant. They are working to confirm that that 4th building was indeed vacant. But again, no one injured this morning, and it appears that these were all vacant buildings that might have been impacted. But we talked to some people who live in the area who ran outside after smelling the smoke, obviously very frightened.
The flames are going up, heavy smoke. You know, currently, like, the flames is traveling from side to side. Again, I know it started from the roof and then just came down, and you know, the middle building collapsed. This one's starting to collapse. That one is already collapsed into the second to almost main floor, and now the last building is also coming down to the 2nd floor.
Yeah, and so obviously a lot of concern with these buildings collapsing. It's amazing that no one was injured, including these firefighters who were obviously keeping their distance at this time, defensively fighting this fire, but there's still some flames. They do believe that they have it contained. Obviously several homes that are very close to here. They believe that they can keep it from spreading even further. Now we understand that this these buildings were on fire last year as well. So we're working to get more information on that. We'll bring that to you coming up in 30 minutes. Also, some video from some people who live right here and came out even before the firefighters were able to get here on scene. We'll bring that to you in the next half hour.